Welcome back everyone. In this video we're going to be looking at 3 passive income ideas that anybody can achieve. I've also ranked the ideas as either easy, medium or hard based on the difficulty and the capital requirements. We're going to be looking at each one in detail, and at the end of the video I'm going to show you guys which ones I prefer and use today. As always, if you find this video useful or if you learned something new, please consider supporting me by hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So first things first. We know that passive income is an income source that requires minimal labor to earn or maintain. The key word there is minimal, meaning it does take some effort. However, the effort required for most passive streams of income is nothing compared to the effort required for a full-time job. Most of the time it means you do a little bit now, and once the stream begins to flow, you can sit back and let the passive income flow in without really having to do much. Now, there's a really important quote from the great Warren Buffett regarding passive income. He says, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die." Passive income is such an important part of becoming financially free. Think of it like planting a money tree. You actually have to physically go out and plant a tree, right? But once you have, you can sit back and watch the tree grow and blossom. I've had a chat with some friends about this, where they thought being financially free was about accumulating a certain amount of money to live off for the rest of your life, like $1 million or $2 million. And from everything we know about inflation, we know keeping big piles of cash sitting around is a bad idea. The real key to wealth is not about having a set amount of cash, it's about having a set amount of cash flows being generated from passive income, where you receive a monthly income that covers all your bills, your expenses and your luxuries. That's real financial freedom, where you don't have to work and you have enough passive income to support your current lifestyle. Now, there are many ways to generate passive income, and I'm going to show you my 3 favorite ways. 2 of the methods I have personal experience in, so I can give you my thoughts and perspectives on those ideas. And the 3rd one is one I plan on using in the future when I have greater cash flows than I have today, maybe 5 to 10 years from now. The first strategy we can use to generate passive income is through dividends. I've ranked this idea as easy as it takes the least amount of effort and the lowest amount of capital to get started. So what are dividends? So we know that when you buy shares in a company, you become a part owner of that company. When that company generates profits, they can choose to reinvest those profits back into growing the company, or they can distribute those profits out to shareholders as a dividend. And they can pay out either quarterly, biannually or yearly. Generally, the companies that pay dividends are companies that have expanded so much that they're essentially finished growing. And as part owners of the company, we would prefer that they pay out the profits out to us as owners of the business, because they're not using that money to grow the business. And we can use that money to buy more shares and get a bigger dividend. For example, if you own $10,000 worth of Commonwealth Bank stock and their dividend yield was 5%, then you would get a yearly payment of $500 just for owning the stock. That's true passive income, and it's the easiest to do because it only takes a few minutes to transfer money from your bank account into your brokerage account and buy shares of a dividend paying stock. Just to give you guys an idea of how powerful dividends can be, last year Warren Buffett received a dividend of $744 million just for his ownership in Apple stock. Now, although we may never receive a dividend payment that large, we can still take advantage of being able to compound our dividends by using a DRIP. A DRIP stands for a dividend reinvestment plan, and it can be such a powerful tool for growing your passive income stream. When you reinvest your dividends, you opt to buy more shares with your dividend payment, therefore increasing the dividend that you get the next time, and so on. And if you know about the power of compound interest, you know that if you just leave this to grow for a few years, over time you can end up with a really nice yearly dividend paycheck. And lastly, for Australians, there's a really cool tax break for dividend investing in Australia. If the company you're investing in pays its tax before paying its dividends, then you don't actually have to pay tax on those dividends, as that income will be taxed twice. And this neat little tax break is known as the franking system. And it's a huge bonus to Aussie dividend investors out there. If you want me to do a full guide to dividend investing, let me know in the comments down below. The next idea that we can use to set up a passive income stream is a low input business. I've ranked this idea as medium difficulty, as it's a little bit harder than just buying dividends, and you need a little bit more capital to get started. However, it's still relatively straightforward to set up and operate a low input business. So what is a low input business? A low input business can be anything from content creation to social media marketing to e-commerce. And the one we're going to focus on today is e-commerce. There are 2 ways you can set up a nice passive income stream with e-commerce. With both of these ideas, it takes a little bit of work in the beginning to get it up and going. However, once it's up and running, it takes minimal effort to keep it operating and generating income. The first one we're going to look at is setting up an online business and creating an online retail store through a third-party website, and selling a niche product line with your own brand and logo, like hats or t-shirts that have a design that you printed on them. There are many ways to set up an online retail store. Companies like Shopify and Wix specialize in creating platforms for people who want to create and operate their own retail stores, but don't have the experience to create and code a full website from scratch. There are so many quality YouTube videos out there that guide you through how to set up an online business from start to finish if you're interested. It does take a bit of work to get an online business up and going, like finding suppliers and creating the website and coming up with a business name. But once it's up and running, it's relatively simple to keep it operating. And this is actually something my partner did. She created her own online business called The Face Factory, selling cruelty-free beauty and skincare products. And she created her own online retail store with no prior experience using Wix. Now that our business is up and running, the only thing that she needs to do to keep operating is keep the product stocked up, package and post orders, and promote her business on social media. And she created a stream of passive income that's low input and can continue to grow over time. The other way you can create a passive income stream through e-commerce is through dropshipping. Dropshipping is really similar to the previous method. You create your own retail store and sell products to customers. The difference between dropshipping and the traditional retail model is with dropshipping, when your store sells a product, you purchase the product from a third-party supplier for less and have it shipped directly to the customer. That way you never have to see or handle the product and you just profit the difference on the transaction. And this method of e-commerce has exploded in popularity recently and is estimated to be a $550 billion market by 2025. Again, there are so many quality people who show you exactly how to start your own dropshipping business on YouTube for free. So overall, having your own small, low input business is such a good passive income stream, and it can be really successful if done well. The last passive income stream we're going to look at is by far the most capital intensive and the most difficult to achieve, but if achieved can be the most lucrative, and that is an investment property. Property investment is seen as one of the best ways to invest money, as it's a physical, tangible asset that in most cases increases in value over time. And it provides a monthly income stream through rent. You can also use the rent to pay off your mortgage, and at the end of your loan you have a physical, tangible asset worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. The biggest con with property investment, especially for young people, is that the entry costs are massive and require you to have a couple of $100,000 set aside, or you have to go into debt to buy your property. You also have to find a quality property manager and quality tenants. It's something I definitely want to get into in a few years. Right now, going into a massive debt to purchase a property is something that's not very attractive to me, and all of my spare money is going into my stock portfolio. However, if it is something that interests you, there are many tax benefits out there for Australians buying a rental property. Just make sure to do all your research, because it's a huge commitment both financially and emotionally to invest in an investment property. So that's it. That's my top 3 passive income ideas to increase your monthly income. I tried to not include affiliate links, as everybody talks about affiliate links in their passive income videos, and I'm sure you guys all know how affiliate links work. If you've watched the video all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider supporting me by hitting that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this one, please consider subscribing to the channel and whacking that little bell. I release videos every fortnight about various topics, and I cover all aspects of stock market investing. I cover everything from passive investing to active investing, value stocks and growth stocks. We'll be analysing Australian companies, US companies and Chinese companies. And finally, we'll be studying how the greatest investors of all time invest in the stock market, so we can learn from their wisdom and try to replicate their success for ourselves. So if you want to see those videos when they come out, hit the subscribe button, tap the little bell, and you'll get a notification whenever I release future videos. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.